If you're thinking of buying an Apple monitor, don't. At least not until you have watched this video. You need to understand what's happening with Apple displays before you buy it. Apple just dropped one display that's $1,500, and this is the Decoy. It dropped another Studio Display that's $3,300, and this is the Masterpiece. So let me save you from a huge mistake. We will begin with the one that I am not recommending, the Studio Display. In 2026, Apple refreshed the Studio Display. This is the standard Studio Display. It starts at $1,599. It looks fantastic, sleek, it's a symmetrical slab of aluminum and glass. But when you look under the hood, that's when you realize that Apple is actually selling you an 11-year-old panel. This is the exact same 27-inch, 60Hz, 5K IPS LCD technology that they've been using since 2014. This panel has a single-zone backlight. If you use it at night, all your blacks will look washed out and you'll see IPS glow in the corners. On the Apple website, it says the Studio Display has an LED display, but the screen is actually an IPS LCD, which is in-plane switching liquid crystal display. The LED is the light bulb, and the absolute kicker, there is no HDR. So in 2026, you're paying a good $1,600 for a monitor meant for creators that taps out at just 600 nits of brightness. And you know what? If you want to adjust the height of the stand, you'll have to pay another $400 for the adjustable height stand. And they've got this fantastic nano texture display, but for that, you'll have to pay another $300. Well, they did upgrade it with the A19 chip and Thunderbolt 5 port, and the speakers are incredible. But the money for this screen tech is too much. It's like extortion. But now, forget the other monitor, because this is the real story. This is the brand new Studio Display XDR. It costs $3,299. And when you think about the other display and then this one, this sounds like it's really expensive. But there's a secret over here. This monitor made Apple's old $5,000 Pro Display XDR completely obsolete. Studio is the new Pro. Rather, the Studio Display XDR is the new Pro Display XDR. Technically, this display destroys the old flagship of Apple, the Pro Display XDR. We finally get a 27-inch 5K mini LED panel. And as for brightness, it hits a blinding 1,000 nits of standard brightness and 2,000 nits of peak HDR brightness. Apple has put in over 2,300 local dimming zones. That means the blooming is practically gone. The contrast is incredible. And yes, it's finally 120 Hz with adaptive sync, which means it is smooth as butter. Quite amazing. But it gets crazier. To run the webcam and the 6-speaker system, Apple has actually put in an entire A19 Pro chip in the Studio Display XDR with 12 gigabytes of RAM inside this monitor. Literally, your screen has more brains than some laptops. And unlike the standard Studio model, this includes a height-adjustable stand in the price of $3,299. And the nano texture glass upgrade is $300. And the good thing about this is it's finally easy to clean this new glass. Apple has actually shared that the cleaning cloth, which is specific to this nano glass, can be used across displays. And the Thunderbolt 5 ports allow you to daisy chain up to 4 displays with a single Mac connected through a Thunderbolt 5 cable. Also, the Thunderbolt 5 cable, while connecting the Mac to the display, will also charge the Mac at 140 watts. It's a one-cable dream setup. But let's get real. It's not perfect in every way. Because of the massive 1,000 nits and 2,000 nits brightness and the A19 Pro chip, the top of the display gets noticeably warm. And the Thunderbolt 5 cable that they include in the box is only 3 feet in length. That's quite short, but still manageable. One problem is that the power cable is kind of non-removable for a user. That's because it requires a special tool to remove it. So if the power cable causes some trouble, you'll have to go to the Apple Store to remove and replace it. And that means carrying the entire Studio XDR display to the Apple Store. But I don't expect the power cable to create any problem anytime soon, or anytime at all. Before we move on to the verdict, let's make the situation a little clearer for you. Let's zoom out and imagine you walked into an Apple store or went to the Apple website to buy a monitor. So now the old Pro display is gone, it's discontinued. Today, Apple only has two displays. First, you have the basic Studio. This is a Studio display. It starts at $1,599. You get standard glass and a basic tilting stand, no height adjustment. If you want height adjustment, it bumps up the price to $1,999. And if you want the glare-reducing nano texture, the price goes up to $2,299. That's for a 60 Hz non-HDR display. The second one we have is the Studio Display XDR, which is the new king of displays. This starts at $3,299. This price includes a height-adjustable stand. If you want to upgrade to the nano texture, it'll come up to $3,599. And if you do the math, the standard Studio display maxed out comes to $2,300, and the XDR starts at $3,300, which means for an extra $1,000, you are jumping from an 11-year-old LCD panel to a cutting-edge 120 Hz mini LED display with HDR brightness. There's simply no middle ground. There's no confusion of four different monitors. There's an entry-level standard and the real masterpiece, the Studio Display XDR. So now Pro is gone and Studio is now, and the future with the XDR undeniably the best. So let's get to the verdict. Who should actually buy this? Let me explain it so that you don't end up wasting your money. If you are a remote worker or a PC gamer or you basically work on spreadsheets, don't buy either of the Studio displays. Skip the Apple monitors. Just go ahead and buy a solid 27-inch 4K monitor from LG or Dell, and you'll get it for just around $500. And pick up a webcam and save your money. So what I'm saying is that if you essentially run a Windows PC, completely skip the Apple Studio displays. If you connect the Windows PC to a Studio display, the webcam works, but you lose spatial audio and center stage will not track you. And since there are no physical buttons, adjusting brightness from a Windows keyboard will involve massive software headaches. For non-Mac users, this just doesn't work. Next, if you're a high-end Hollywood colorist, again, just skip it. For that, you need a dedicated reference monitor in a dark area, not a glossy screen with a built-in webcam. But if you're a video editor or a creative professional or a power user of a MacBook Pro, the Studio Display XDR is absolutely awesome. It'll transform your life with a fantastic visual experience and flawless performance. The 120 Hz mini LED screen will perfectly match your MacBook, will give you fantastic HDR brightness, and arguably the best visual experience on the market today. There's no denying that it's a massive investment, but this time, after many years, Apple has given us a tremendous monitor that lives up to the hype. So if you found this video to be useful, do like, share, and subscribe to Up on Top for more like this one.